How's it going? You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. Or in this case, we bring New York home on a budget. That's the East Coast Hollywood. From New York Times best-selling author and late-night talk show titan Jimmy Fallon comes his sequel to Thank You Notes. That's based upon that little bit that he does on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. It's carried over to his Tonight Show gig. That's him and the writers of Late Night. And it's a special limited edition. That means you get to play a little sound clip of James Poyser's Thank You Notes that you can pinch right here. Stop talking! You can pinch right here, this spot, and it plays Thank You Notes theme. Weird. I thought late night shows had no music like this. It was always big band. By the way, this is the smallest book I've ever bought on the show. I mean, it may not look like it on camera, but it is the smallest book. So we'll start with his introduction. Of course, the acknowledgement, since this is a book of gratitude. The writers who wrote the thank you notes, and James Poyser for his musical accompaniment. And the most important acknowledgement of all, and I'll explain why in another segment. Thank you, reader, for buying this book. I really appreciate it. It goes on to say how you can send this as a thank you gift for other people. That's like the circle of life. There are lots of humorous thank you notes, from gift cards to men in erectile dysfunction ads, cones for dogs, strange cloud formations, computer desktop backgrounds, people applauding the pilots for landing the plane safely, Christmas CDs on Christmas, those people who do such stupid things like that, children who call spaghetti pischetti, and those healthy flavor potato chips that really don't sound healthy, birthday cards, baseball caps, people who buy rounds of tequila shots who say I like to throw up with my friends, fall, the season fall, and people who don't understand sarcasm. The most scariest thank you note of all is monarch butterflies for being flamboyant moths. So thank you, Jimmy Fallon, for giving me one heck of a scare. I hate butterflies. This is the sequel to the New York Times best-selling book by Jimmy Fallon. Do I watch late night shows? No. Will I ever watch late night shows? Well, frankly, I have a bedtime of 11 o'clock on weekdays, and that's on school nights, so the only chance I ever have to watch is going to YouTube and looking up clips, which I don't think I will do. I'm not a late night guy. If anything, Tom Snyder was the bomb on CBS. But Jimmy Fallon's doing alright. He's got a very lucrative gig. So, that's it. That was bought for, what was the price again? I think I mentioned it on a weekend haul. But whatever price I bought it for 50% off that price. Alright. Now I want to do a special segment. For the very first time on the Thrift Store Rundown, we are calling some people out. Shame, 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 shame on you. Okay, before we begin, Jimmy's also thankful for tanning beds for looking like human panini makers, and college diplomas for being the world's most expensive flammable receipts. I am not thankful at this point in time for the following three people I'm going to call out: Wyland Adams, Sinead DeVries, and Vivian Fabiola. I want you to watch these three clips. All three of them come from the Daily Hollywood Rundown on Clever News, which I really can't go one day without watching against my better judgment. And I want you to see the common denominator with all three as to why I'm calling them out. Have a look, and I'll be right back to name the factor.
And of course, we'll be back Monday.
On Instagram,
oh
too.
Yeah, at Emil and it's Junior.
And at Vivian Fabiola V, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
All right, get talking in the comment section below, and then we'll be right back here on Monday.
Who you want them to date? Let us know in the comments below, and then come back tomorrow, because we'll be back.
Okay, so you just saw all three clips. You want to know the one pet peeve I have with all of them? They don't say thanks for watching. That is the biggest pet peeve I have with Clever and all of its channels. Particularly when it comes to DHR on Clever News, which is one of the most popular entertainment news shows on Clever. You think the 3 hosts on there who I named have better judgment? Wyland did. I mean, he was a superstar back then. He still is now, but I'm only speaking in terms of if they say, thanks for hanging out, which is usually what Anne would say. I don't know where Anne is at this point. I have a picture of her. Anyway, they don't say it anymore. Wyland doesn't say it anymore. He barely says it at all. Vivian only once. Sinead only twice. And that really is the problem with me. I have a problem with it. That's the equivalent of inviting somebody into your house to talk about the latest celebrity gossip, asking them their opinions, telling them to leave your opinions like a message on a fax machine or a phone, and then kicking them out the door and saying, bye, come back tomorrow, slam the door, that's it. That's disrespectful. That's taking advantage of your viewers' time and loyalty. And that's the biggest problem I have with all 3 of them. Wyland, Sinead, Vivian, you ought to pick up this book and see what a thank you note can really mean. Thanks for watching our 3 simple words that have a tremendous impact on viewers that lets them know their time with your show and you are valued and appreciated. The Life-Changing Power of a Grateful Heart by Tristan Sutter, the original Bachelorette, is also a good read for you 3. Thank You Power, Making the Science of Gratitude Work for You by Deborah Norville, Inside Edition, is also a good read. Whatever, if you don't say thanks for watching, I'm going to be back on this channel and on my other channel, Touch Street Media, and I'm going to be after all 3 of your asses. It's gone on long enough. I'm sorry to have done that, but it had to be done because I cannot take one more rundown when I don't say thanks for watching. That goes for Newsfeed too. I mean, it's gone on long enough. I'm going to stop watching. On this channel, however, I'm going to thank all my viewers for watching, and I truly mean that. That's why I'm going to keep saying it at the end of every video. In any event, I'm going to say it right now. Thanks for watching the Thrift Store Rundown. And that's coming from my heart. We bring Hollywood home on a budget.